almost 2 hours, and this towel is super, super, super saturated. So I never see the need to actually squeeze water out of your hair, because first off, I have wavy hair. It loves the water. Wavy hair is a big water bug. It loves the water, and as you can see, since I take since I don't bother to, there's a word for it, you know, since I left my hair in a towel for too long, I'm going to need to put more water back in. And I don't need to spray. I mean, some people get those continuous misters. I just take my fingers and I gently separate it. This is the big separation process. This can take a long time. So I like to make sure my hair is like finger detangled before I even go in with a comb, which could take a bit of time. I might be here for a while. Who knows how long you could be doing the finger detangling process. I feel like you could be there for a while. And then yes, I do rub it into near my roots. I also put conditioner near my roots. I know some people think that they can't get conditioner near their roots, but I do. And I did a final kind of, I double cleansed my hair, but after I put the conditioner in my hair, I also kind of did a little bit more shampoo on the top, because it's been 3 weeks since I washed my hair. Okay, I feel like right away I can tell my towel helps sop up the floor for me. I don't like bath rugs, but I love using the towel that you dry off with to clean up the floor. Pro tip, because I think bathrooms are nasty with bathroom rugs. Gross. That is so gross. So I don't allow them in my house. I just don't. I know everybody's like a bathroom rug, but I'm like, every single person is stepping on that rug. Oh, and you can't use the same towel more than once. High rule and reg. Like, you'd have to change your whole way of being if you're in my house. Like, you have to have a new bathroom towel every single time. One and done. It's one and done. Towels cannot be reused. That's nasty sauce applesauce. Because mold breeds in the towels. So if you want to go anti-nasty sauce applesauce, you might not wash your hair every day, but when it comes to bathroom towels, wash, wash, wash. We have rules and regs. And anytime if I heard somebody didn't wash their bathroom towel, I'd be like, okay, we're going to reform that. You're going to start doing it. See, because I'm never compromising on that. Oh, and dishwashers are queen and king. I love dishwashers. Yeah. Like the guy that told me, oh, he doesn't use his dishwasher. Well, if you want to be in my realm, you're going to do what I like. Just saying. These people think that they can make all the rules and regs. No, if you wanted to be around me, I'd make the rules. And you'd have to follow. That's why these days I'm not into big groups and group interactions where you have the pushy ones that want to make all the decisions, because why do they get to make all the decisions for the group? I don't know. I would only want to spend my time with people that value what I want to do, because I hate like the pushy group dynamic people where they think that what they want should be what everybody else wants to do. I don't know what happened. It disconnected me for some reason and whatnot. Spam. Where's my phone? My phone's being silly. Hi, how you doing? So, let's see. This side is always the side that separates so beautifully. This side does good separation. There's something about my left side because I don't know, maybe it's because I'm right-handed that my right side somehow maybe I'm just going more vigilant in like the scalp washing process, because I've noticed every single time without fail the left side's always the side the finger detangle is more tricky, the finger detangling process, you know? I don't know. I'm almost wondering, this is what I think. I have some, my sister had this freebie that she got from, is it Sephora? I think it's Sephora. So I would never buy this brand because it's so expensive. It was okay. It was just mid. I didn't think it was that great. Because you know what is actually better? It's just, I think the Yves Rocher, I think this is a little bit better. But the thing I do like about this is it has a tiny bit of silicone in it. And I do think silicone's really good. Like, I know a lot of people don't like silicones, but if you really want to kind of just detangle, I feel like it kind of helps with detangling a little bit, you know, kind of getting some more slip going on. So this is going to be a while. This is going to be a long detangling sesh. This is going to be a lengthy one. Until already, I'm just like, This is why I don't like to wash my hair so much. People are like, oh, it's just washing your hair. It's no big deal. You could wash your hair every other day. I'm like, I would not be doing this every other day. No way. No way. No way. You couldn't make me. I would not be washing my hair every other day. I have to work on detangling this whole section, and I don't want to put a brush into my hair. I just want to get the clumps kind of, I want to get them detangled gently. I'm going to be at it for a while. It's going to be a long, it's just very tingly. This is why we don't wear our hair loose, and this is why we only wash like every 2 weeks or 3, because who wants to do this every day? I don't. Oh, that's nice. I'll never cut my hair short again, because I don't know. Long hair for life. Like, we're going longer and longer and longer and longer. Down to the ground, but not floor length. But yeah, we're going deep dive long hair. Like, long hair for the win. Longer and longer and longer. The longer it is, the better, in my opinion. This is gonna be the summer of like growing your hair, and not no haircuts for the hair fetish guys, but for us women that want the long hair. That's nice. Yeah, my hair was really super long for a long time, and then there were a couple reasons I cut it, but now the length's coming back, and I'm getting back to being me because, yeah, I'm not short hair at all. Short hair is not me, and yeah, I think short hair too is more work in a way, because it's just more work, and I don't know. I didn't like it. I wasn't myself. I didn't feel myself. Like, I want to be happy, scrappy, and if you want to be super scrappy and happy, long hair is where it's at. That's where it's at. I wonder if I should just start detangling this section. The comb is going to take forever. Let's see, maybe we can just kind of start with the comb helping to get some of this out, because we really do need to try and get through this section, and it's just bad. And this is where sometimes you have to, I could never just plain finger detangle. I will never do like the curly girl method or anything like that. I'm like, you know what? I love my comb. I love my hairbrush. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. So you just need to slowly start working at it. I do think the comb helps a lot because when you're in this stage and it's not detangling, you need a comb just to get through there. We're not gonna rip. We're just gonna go in very gently, very gently. And if we feel resistance, we'll just back off. This is gentle combing technique. The minute I feel resistance, I back it off. I back off, you know? Super gentle. We could be here for hours, and we probably will be because it's a detangle session and it's intense. It's not an everyday thing. Like when I used to, there was a time period I was washing my hair a little bit more. I think I'm still doing these slow detangling sessions. To kind of soak up the ground. So the ground's going to get very soft and wet. Oh, I don't like that. It won't be tingly at all. Okay, so let's put a little bit more water in and detangling cream. I'll be here for hours upon hours. It's always a low sleep night if you wash your hair late. you skip on the sleep. 8 hours? We don't have time for that. I don't understand like what happened. Like if there were a whole bunch of messages that got retracted, is there a reason? Like, why did all these messages get retracted? Was something wrong? I don't understand. Okay. Like, were you deleting messages? I don't understand. I think I just need to be tingly wingly. This part feels a little tingly too, but it's not as bad. I can tell it's not as bad. I'm starting with a more tangled side this time for detangling because I'm like, yeah, I can tell right away. It's more tingly than what's not. I can always tell. rings. Okay. Nice. As gentle as possible. Just detangled very, very quickly. That section's good. It's this little section right here that's being cumbersome. I'm just like, let's work on it. So I was gonna just like sit there and try to pull it all apart, but I'd be here. I think that's not efficient. So sometimes you have to kind of get in there with the comb. Just need to get it out. This section detangled. I don't want to tug on it. I just want to get it nice and detangled. I think it's a curvy girl summer. I just want to announce that. The curvy girl summer. Because I don't know what it is. Like, I know a lot of people in our society, like, praise, like, being underweight. Or just being super skinny. Or being, like, real thin. And that's somehow equated with being, like, uber fit. But we need a paradigm shift. A big one. For thick women, curvy women, women that are active, like you have 20,000 steps a day, you can carry 30 pounds, no sweat, my pet, like you just are active and curvy. And I feel like chef's kiss to you, because you know, in the past I used to be like, and I'm not talking about people that just sit around and don't exercise and aren't in good shape. I'm not talking about that. But our society's just so wacky. Like the orthorexia. So weird. I don't understand what's going on with all these messages being retracted. It's very strange. I don't get it. But anyway, whatever. I don't know. So I'm just not into orthorexia, like all the people that promote that. And I feel like when I was a kid, and even 15 years ago, it was just super, super unhealthy. And I'm not saying, oh, you should be like 500 pounds. I'm not talking about that. I do think you can be curvy and thick and healthy. Because I'm just tired of these people that act like, oh, if you're over 140 pounds, you're not healthy, or over 100. Like, no, that's so silly. You do not need to be slim to be healthy. Like, being fit is like, how much can you carry? Like, how many city blocks can you walk? How many miles can you walk? I don't know. That's my opinion on that. And that's not even what being curvy is about, really. Strange messages on here. I don't get it. Like all these messages and then they're all retracted. Who knows? wet brush, but unbrush could kind of help me a little. Thank you to watch. I'm glad I'm getting some normal comments now, because earlier I had this person that was just like commenting and then they kept retracting all their messages. It was getting kind of like, I don't know if that was a real person. I think that was a robot or something. Like, I've heard there's a lot of bots running around. Yeah. It's nice to see you, Renard, because I need real comments on my lives, not the robots. So, I don't ever want to go through this with like a hairbrush. My hair all tangled up. Some of my tension. I feel like that part's okay. I feel like it's this section right here that's just like loop, loop, loop. Tingletown. I don't want Tingletown. I want to be tingle free. The tinglies. It's taking out of my life. Like, dude, you don't like tingles. Maybe I just have to keep going at it like this. Like I do have to pull it. I feel like this is like the worst tingle ever. I'm just like, you suck, Tingle. Nobody likes tingles. I don't like you. No, I do not like Tingle Town. And I thought I pulled it apart already, and then there's even more to it. I'm like, are you kidding me? Ridiculous. I hate tingles. I do not like them at all. No tingles allowed. No tingles allowed. Because I don't want to get things tingly. It's like the more I try to detangle it, it's just really annoying. Yes, it is very long. It's very, very long. About being very, very super gentle with my hair. It's very important to be super, 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 super gentle with my hair. That's what's so about any kind of Tingle Town experiences. Oh, Tingle Town allowed. institute a new rule that you can't retract your comments in my lives. I'm wondering if I can do that. Because I think I'm going to look for that, because I'm like, if you're writing something in my lives that later you don't want posted here, I feel like I need to have, like, I need to be able to see what it is you wrote to know, you know, why is it being retracted? Is it something bad? Is it something naughty? I don't know. I'm just kind of curious cat tonight. Like, like, I wonder if that's a feature that we can have access to here on YouTube. Make, chat comments unretractable. I kind of would like that. So if you're gonna write a comment, you have to stick by it, kind of. Thank you, Renat. That's very nice of you. Oh no, Ma! Don't go too fast. You gotta take time, friend. Let's prove. If she was in this case. It's like just, it's like very easy detangling though. I think it was that one section that was just horribly, got very easily tangled. We're plowing through this leave-in conditioner. We just use so much of it. Like, we use mountains of it. You just need mountains of conditioner. Like, you plow through it. Like, let me look. Ooh, the bowl's starting to feel empty-o. I'm like, I only got this a couple months ago, and I only washed my hair. Well, my sister uses it too, but we're plowing through this thing. It's just conditioner. It's like you'll plow through it. You will plow through it. You will put so much on your hair to help detangle. You'll also put oil in there. God, man, it's white and goopy. Sometimes the color just is so questionable looking, but trust the process, okay? Just trust the process. I remember like a time, maybe 11, 12, 13 years ago, that I was like, gosh, there's this part of my hair I just could not get detangled. And then I had a childhood memory unlocked where my mom had bought like detangling spray. So I bought like children's detangling spray. And for the first time in my adult life, I just felt like, wow, I can get through my entire head of hair. It was like a revelation in a bottle. I was just like, wow, finally a product that lets me actually feel like I have somewhat detangled hair. It was a majestic feeling, really. It was a feeling of majesty to me. I was just like, oh, it's so good. And you can finally just detangle your hair much more easier than you could in the past. a little bit of water, a little bit of patience, and a lot of life. It's healing here. That's where it's at. Well, it has to be when I'm, like, after I'm cleaning it out. So I'm trying to, like, get it smooth so that it's tangle free. Anytime, like, you feel like there's tangles in your hair, just smooth it on, like, reel it on back. And just trust the process of detangling your hair. Slowly but surely. Now, I don't want to tug on my hair ever. I don't want to tug on my hair. I'm going to be nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. I know in the beginning, I really nerve detangled this section pretty well, I feel like. But it kind of dried faster than I thought it would. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Things going on in here. First off, put some of this in. So it does have silicone in it, which is kind of nice. And that gives us that detangling feeling. And that, I don't ever want my hair to tangle up. Don't let your hair tangle up. Tangle-free hair is to the best. Left and had finished detangling, but I do feel like this section is going to be easier. And that's in my mind. That's the question. The $64 million question. Although $64 million isn't what it used to be in 1964 when the $64 million question was an extraordinary amount of money. I mean, like, okay, here's an example. So, just because something is near LA doesn't mean it's better. Like, a lot of people think, oh, out in LA, like, it's so much more exciting. Well, we should have known better, okay? LA is not all that in a bag of trips. They have more pollution than Inland Empire. Their driving skills are horrible, deplorable, blue, blue, blue. Like, there's all these LA people moving inland, and they're like, oh, we like small towns, but they're bringing their LA driving styles with them, like the honky, the horn thing, which is something I never used to hear in my city until like 10 years ago when more LA people, and then when the panty came, the panini, a lot of LA people moved inland, and they used to hate us. They used to say, Inland Empire's boring, crickets, because we have more nature than they except some parts, you know, like West Covina, a little town next to them, Walnut, it's very forest-like. It's kind of nice, actually. But we thought we'd go shopping out there because we thought, well, maybe do they have better selections at some of the stores like Burlington and their Home Goods and Marshalls, and they didn't. Some of their things were more expensive, actually. Although I found a few things here and there, but there were certain things that we had seen in our local, like Home Goods and Marshalls and Ross, that were actually like several dollars more. It was interesting. And I don't really care if the security guards watch you, but there was literally like the security guy at the, doesn't bother me because I'm like, okay, you can watch me all you want. But there was this guy at the West Covina Burlington, like every time I would turn a corner, he'd be there like looking at me. I'm like, there's other people shopping in the store. I don't know why you're spending all your time on me. I'm like the one person that's never gonna do anything naughty. Like I would literally never shoplift. Like I wouldn't do it. I believe it's evil. Like if you can't afford it, don't buy it. Like that's my motto. I'm not like these. So I don't really care if they want to watch you. It's just funny. So you have, they just seem a little bit more paranoid. I don't know if they have a lot of theft at that location or something. That was just one thing, and I read some of their reviews. I guess that was a complaint. Something about, I don't know. But I'm like, I don't really care. I just say, oh, hi, how are you doing? And I smile at them because I don't really care. Do I care? You can watch me all you want, friend. You know, some people get really mad about it. I'm like, I don't really care. Some guy thought he was being targeted because he had tattoos. I'm like, oh my gosh. Guys, no. The law's provision of people, that's their job to watch, to make sure people don't take stuff. Like, and I guess maybe it's been a problem in California. I mean, there's this lady on TikTok that was talking about, oh, how you better not steal from Target anymore because you might get in trouble for it. I'm like, it never should have in the first place. And I never comment on videos like that, but I just said, you know what, maybe you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, why are you stealing? Because that's going to hurt people. And some people are like, oh, but it's a corporation. It doesn't hurt anybody. Yeah, it does. And it's not cool, right, or ethical. Like, you need to have ethics. There's nothing that at Burlington that you absolutely need to survive. Like, you're not going there to get food to eat. You're not going to starve to death if you don't shop at Burlington or TJ Maxx or whatever. And even though I bought a few things, a lot of times I don't buy anything and I just like to look around. People don't need to take stuff from stores. It's bad. You know, it really is. Plus, we have resources in Southern California that'll help some people if they need food. So, people stealing at the stores, they're just doing it because they want to take stuff. It's bad. It's bad. I'm not like one of these channels that's going to be like, oh, that's okay, you should, you know, do that. No, I will never support that. Because if your parents raised you right, then you shouldn't be doing that. Although, it was wild at one time I was at a store and the kids were telling some lady, the mom, that she couldn't take stuff and she had to pay for it. That was kind of like, ooh. Your kids have to point out the obvious to you. We are just like, that's kind of... Like, look, I'm not going to go tattle on these people that were doing that because, whatever, it's kind of questionable activity. We're just like, maybe we'll leave this location. Like, there's just sometimes when you see certain activity, you're like, I think we're going to leave here. We don't feel comfortable with some of the activity going on. But anyway, so out in West Covina, like, they had less stuff. It was a little bit more expensive. And we find Rancho, Cucamonga, Fontana, and Redlands all have the best Home Goods, Ross, and Marshalls. Anyway, that's kind of what we came to the conclusion of. So yeah, I don't think there's anything more exciting out in LA. I know some people do, but I don't think that. Because I like things that are a little bit more open spaces and naturey. Although, they're just like so adamant about turning us into LA. But I don't want us to be LA. I just don't ever want us to be LA. It's not something I want for our city, you know? I don't need to ever be like LA. And the houses, I went on this long tangent. So yeah, you know, there's houses, there's regular run-of-the-mill ranch-style houses that sell for $1 million. And that's fine. $6 is bonky. It's crazy. The house should not be that much money. I don't care. Anyway, those are just some of my thoughts on life. I still would always live in California because I don't want to go live in other states. I'm not interested in that. No. I like California. And if you want to live in other states, you can do that, but I don't want to. I like it here. It's always people out of state that always tell you should leave the state. Why? Why are they always doing that? Like, I don't know. I never went to people of other states and been like, hey, you should get out of there because there's like nobody there and there's nothing to do. I never did that. And the funny thing is we have nature in California and it's more beautiful than some other states. California is nice. It's beautiful. Well, let's just say this. You need to keep your hands to yourself no matter what. Anywhere you are, if you don't know somebody, control is of the essence. Like, we should always be in control of ourselves. Like, you want to be the person that people think is cool. You don't want to be that guy and gal that touches people's hair. Because, here's another example. You might think somebody's hair is really beautiful. But here's something that just horrified me once, and I didn't know how these girls didn't know this. Okay, so really, really bad. Okay, so there were these girls that I went to high school with, and we were on a Friday Night Live anti-drug, because yes, I was that kid. I was in the anti-drinking drug club, and I actually believed in that, and I thought it was cool that we were in a club to promote like sober living, except I found out that there was a teenager in that club that was talking about how he was drinking. And I didn't understand. So eventually I stopped going to the club because the hypocrisy of it. I'm like, I thought we were supposed to be all about sober living. Like, that was what it was preached to us, that we were all about promoting sober living, not just being under, like, over 21 and then drinking, just like sober living period. Because it was supposed to be this club that was anti-drinking and driving, and here I was, the nerdy kid, I guess, who didn't believe in drinking, who thought drinking was bad, who didn't like it. Like, I remember, because I just remember seeing adults in the 80s and how they would act when they were drunk. Like, things were just more permissive that way sometimes. Like, I remember going to, like, this party that my dad's friend would put on, and there were just a lot of drunk adults there, and they were acting just so embarrassing. Like, it was so embarrassing. They didn't just drink one beer. There was like this big keg, and they kept drinking, and it was super embarrassing. And then there was this guy, like, most of the people could control their liquor, but there were just some people that, it was embarrassing. Like, there was this guy, he was an adult, and we were playing croquet like the kids, and he was drinking so much that he was starting to play croquet with us, and all the other kids left because he started getting all the balls and bouncing them back and forth over this, against this hay barrel bushel thingy. It was weird. It was really weird. So from the time I was a kid, I just never respected people that drank like that and couldn't hold their liquor and acted bad when it came to substance abuse. Like, I totally believed in that. I believed in not doing any of that. So, of course, I was in a club that would promote that. So we went to this parade. It was like, this used to be a thing, like, they would do anti-drug and anti-drinking parades, which is so funny because, like, a lot of young people that went to these parades didn't believe in that stuff, and I felt so betrayed because I thought people believed in it. But come to find out, they just were doing stuff to be social. And that was the first inkling for me that I didn't like social activities, because if you're going to say something and do something, you should believe in it, right? I don't know. They didn't. They believed in American-style binge drinking, which is a big turn off for me. I hate that stuff. So anyway, it gets worse. So we went down to this parade, and there was this big truck, and I don't even know what our purpose was. We were just supposed to be sitting in the truck, part of this anti-drug parade with a poster that said, "Don't drink and don't drive," or something like, "Don't drink and drive." But I don't think anybody knew why we were there. And then we went on the bus with the cheerleaders, and there were these white cheerleading girls. Very ignorant. I don't know how they didn't know this. But they went up to these African American girls and started touching their hair. And this girl got really mad and very upset. They're like, "Why? We think it's pretty." I'm like, and I'm not trying to get down on anybody, but you can think somebody's hair is pretty, but you have to respect somebody's boundaries no matter what. I'm just saying. And I'm not trying to chastise people. I'm just saying. You have to respect people's boundaries because that's what life's about, is respecting boundaries. Like, you can't just, I'm just saying, please, always do that. I just want self-control to always be a very big thing for people. Like, it's good to have self-control, you know, in many different facets of your life. So you can always look at me brushing my hair. I just encourage people not to touch other people's hair. But maybe I'm strict, I guess. I don't know. I used to think, oh, maybe I'm quite open. No, I think I'm strict. I guess I'm not as permissive as other people. Like, a lot of people like to touch each other and are very touchy. But unless I know somebody like really well, I don't like just random people touching me, really. Like, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh no, don't touch me," but I'm not a super fan of that, I guess. And I have extreme boundaries and respect. Like, I don't touch people. I don't even really like the whole practice of shaking hands. I was kind of hoping that I was on the outs after COVID. Oh, I said the word. Anyway, I was hoping I was gonna go out of sight, and then you know what's coming back is people hugging each other, and it's just kind of like, why do people hug each other like that? And I'm just like, unless you're close family, like, why are you hugging people? And these really aren't necessarily friends, it's just like acquaintances. Like, they see each other and they have to hug each other. I'm like, why does everybody think we need to touch each other so much? Like, boundary. I don't know. I guess I'm weird. I guess I'm strict. I only want to hug people that I'm close to, not just randoms. And then a lot of times people will hug you or they'll touch you, and then you have to kind of be like, "Oh yeah," like, you enjoy it, but because if you tell anybody, "Oh, I don't really like to be touched," people look down upon you for it. I don't know. It's not cool, I guess. Like, if you're like, "I don't really like you hugging me or touching me," we're like, "Well, why?" Like, I mean it to be sincere and nice, but I'm like, unless you're somebody's close friend, why are you hugging them? Like, why are you touching them? I just ask because I just don't think it's a good practice, really. But I don't mean it to chastise anyone. I think everybody's just got very different standards on what they think is appropriate or permissible or a good idea. I don't know. But do you in society, guys. Just do you. Always do you. I don't ever want anybody to feel like they can't be themselves, I guess. Whatever works for you guys. I just feel like I personally don't ever want to like hug people I don't know. But maybe I'm weird like that. Everybody else seems to like it. It seems to be very encouraged in our society to just hug random people you don't know. I don't know. It seems very, very, very highly encouraged or okay, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Wow, my hair is down to here. Really? How? I don't know. Or maybe I was pushing my back. Let's see. But I feel like because it's kind of, with the cut being kind of a U-y hemline. But yeah, it's getting longer. It really, really is. It's getting longer. like a day after your hair is washed, I feel like you're back to where you like it, in my opinion. I don't know, back to where I like it, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind if people watching. I just don't like, unless I'm in a close. This is just my take on hair. There's a lot of people. They have different rules. They have different feelings. They have different thoughts on like touch. I guess personally, I just don't. I'm not, unless I know somebody really well and I have some sort of like close friendship or relationship with them. I just don't want them to touch me or my hair. Because I don't know if their hands are clean. That's another thing too. Like, I'm not even as big of a germaphobe as like my mom or sisters, but I was just raised like my mom. One time I was just leaning against a wall, like literally just leaning against the wall when I was 19, and I was like, oh, there's germs on that wall at a department store, and I'm like, not that I think that wall had any more germs than any other wall, but that gives you a kind of an example. I do love how thick my hair is looking tonight. Oh, this is looking so nice. It's really, really nice. This makes me feel good. I like this. Wow. Okay, I really, really do like this. It's so nice. Wonderful. Okay. Should do a little bit more, like some hair oil maybe. A little bit of hair oil. A little bit of hair oil in there. Just like it's pretty good, you know. As for me, you have to do oil to get. The reason that you wash your hair, I feel like, with my hair type, is because we do need to. It's like power washing the cement, in my opinion, because the scalp needs a cleansing, and that's really the only reason. But once you do that cleansing to the scalp, it dries out your hair a lot. So in order to like build your hair back up, you have to put so many oils in it and so much leave-in conditioner so it can get back to where it was, somewhat. But it takes a few days before your hair feels like, oh, it's back to where it was, you know? Very gentle with my hair. Okay. I mean, this stuff smells good. I just want to buy it because I think it's like a lot of money, honestly. I would not buy this stuff, but my sister got it as a free gift from Sephora, and she has a different hair type than me, where her hair gets really oily, and I think she used that, some of the shampoo, and it made her hair, which I don't think I want to use the shampoo. I'm going to use it as body wash. But I love freebies. Like, anytime you have a freebie that I think doesn't work as shampoo on your scalp, use it as body wash. Like, that is my pro tip for saving money. And I mix like okay, so I have this conditioner. I thought, oh, I'm going to save money. I'm going to do VO5 conditioner again. Because I remembered many moons ago I used to love the strawberries and cream. But I don't like VO5 anymore because this stuff made my hair tanglier than ever. Like super, super tangly. To where I was super unhappy. So I'm not using it in my hair anymore. But you can mix it either with a little bit of body wash or shampoo. And it makes like a very moisturizing, creamy body wash, which is good for when you want to like shave your legs and arms in the shower, which I love to do. Like, I love to shave both my. Some people are like, you shave your arms. I'm like, yeah, I love to. I love to shave my arms. I love to shave my legs. Like, I love it. I love it so much. In fact, I've been wanting to wax my arms and legs, but I haven't done that. But shaving works good, and I used to do, many years ago, I used to do like an electric razor, but I stopped doing that because I discovered I actually like just using a cheapy dollar store or like I bought a whole bunch of food for less actually from Food for Less. Do I still have any of them? Yeah, I still have a whole bunch of them that I haven't used yet. Like I bought a 20 pack of, I think they were just like Kroger brand razors. And I just shaved my arms and legs with those. And it's so cheap, and you don't have to buy the expensive one. Like that was a couple dollars and it was like a pack of 20 and lasts forever. Because you can throw them away every few weeks. I know some people like to use, and I used to have an electric razor, like I still have one, but I kind of didn't like it. Because I realized over time that, like just doing a manual razor, you get a better cut. Like it just shaves a little bit closer. Do a little bit more of a, maybe. I feel pretty good with my hair now. I feel a lot better. I feel like it didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. I feel like it was so much more manageable at getting out the tingles than I thought it was going to be. And now you have a nice new, it's like washing your car. Like for me, washing my hair is like washing your car. You can start again and go another week or two. I went 3 weeks this time. You don't need to wash your hair every day. Even every other day is pushing it, I think, a bit. Unless you have like some sort of scalp irritation or you just have a hair type that loves being washed that much. But I would say once a week is like probably the most I would ever wash my hair. But if you run your brush through water, you don't even need to wash your hair that much because you're getting your hair wet continuously. And I want to do some more myth busting. Gentrification, guiltification, let's ixnay that. Okay, so here is my other tip. You don't need a board bristle brush to distribute the oils because guess what? Your fingers and a plastic brush will do the same thing. I wish I could demonstrate with oil or something. Oil distributes no matter what. It's not like a board bristle brush magically does it better. They actually tug on your hair. Anyway, who wants to use a board bristle brush? Board bristle brush. We don't like that stuff around here. Thanks for watching. Oh, don't fall.